Musselman team, and among them Desmond, Claude, and St. Thomas, who join us now. Guys, welcome to the Big Ten. Welcome to Chicago. Eric, you had incredible success at Arkansas. What made you decide this was a move you wanted to make? Why USC?
Well, Arkansas is one of the best, basketball jobs in all of America, but the USC brand, I loved our conversations between myself and our athletic director, Jen Cohen, her vision for where the program could be. And then you look at all the great history athletically on our campus, super special place, and then add in the fact that it's, the second largest media market in the United States, and then there's the
bigger than Fayetteville,
it's
right?
bigger than, just a little bit bigger than Fayetteville.
Just want to make sure, yeah.
And then you add in the personal aspect, because everything's always a family decision. It was pretty much unanimous in our family. We're heading to L.A.
Okay, and when you got there, I think the story is amazing that you and your assistant coaches basically rented a house together, and it was just Portal Central.
That's not a story. That's true.
Yes, yes. Portal Central, like what, 20 hours a day? I mean, how much time did you give them to actually decompress?
They probably slept about 4.5 hours a night.
That seems like enough.
It was enough. That's what I felt like. Sometimes too much sleep.
Yeah.
But it was funny because we were at the USC hotel, and my wife called one day and said, "Hey, I rented you a place in Manhattan Beach for your whole staff." I said, "Really? For the whole staff?" So there was like 7 of us in there. And every day we had depth charts all over every room. And actually, one of my first guests at the Portal House was Claude. We had great conversation in the backyard of that Portal House.
All right, tell me a little bit about that conversation, what the sales pitch was, Desmond.
Man, it was just, outside of the weather, being amazing, every day. I mean, it was just... It was a great view for one, and then obviously the talk about just coming there stuff was it aligned with everything that I believed in and what we was trying to go for. So, but yeah, just seeing the view and the weather out there being amazing, that's really what put it over the top.
Yeah. How about for you, Saint? Tell me a bit about the sales pitch that you got on USC. Did you actually get to visit the Portal House too?
My recruitment was it was a little weird for me because when I first came on my visit, kind of coach and the staff was there for like a week. So there was like, he was seeing the campus as long as I was seeing the campuses too for the first time. So it was kind of brand new for me, but kind of the sales pitch to me was just really just like my fit and opportunity. He just kind of told me like, basically what that was, where I was going to fit in, nothing was going to be handed to me, and I was going to have to work for everything. And if I want to be at the next level and want to be a pro and be a better man, come play for him. And that's everything that I just wanted to believe in, and I trusted him as a coach and as a person. So I feel like that was the best decision for me.
Tell me about your vision for each one of these guys. How did they fit in?
Well, I think this year we're going to need both these guys to be catalysts for us, both offensively and defensively. Des will play primarily point guard, although he's been a scorer his whole life. He's got great size. In my opinion, he can be the best defensive rebounder at the point guard position in the entire country. He's got unbelievable skill to score when the shot clock's winding down. And then St. Thomas is, to me, the most versatile player I've ever had. And we've had a lot of versatile players when you think about Cody and Caleb Martin, you think about Moses Moody and Anthony Black. But St. Thomas can play anywhere from 1 to 5. He'll run some backup point guard minutes at times. He'll definitely be a starter for us. I don't know if he'll start at the 2, 3, or 4. And he'll probably have to play some 5 when we play small ball.
Desmond, you made a great jump last year at Xavier, the most improved player in the Big East. To what do you attribute the improvement that you made last year, and how do you carry that forward to this next stop?
I think just, creating a plan and, sticking with it, like this year's bring it there.
Saying, I'm amazed by your story. You were a bit player, really, at Loyola of Chicago here,
yes.
Not far from here. You go to Northern Colorado, and all of a sudden you're a 20-10 guy. What happened?
Kind of just to piggyback off what Des said, kind of just my work ethic. Kind of just what I fall back on. I went through I went through a lot of mental health stuff at Loyola, and kind of just took a leap of faith and just actually stopped playing basketball for a whole year and didn't think I was going to find the love for it again, and kind of just that break, I kind of found myself, kind of found like my identity, who was St. Thomas outside of basketball. So after I found that, I kind of just got back in the gym and kind of found the love for it again. And as I said, just took off from there, just based off my work ethic. I knew that, I know I could put the ball in the rim. I know I can rebound. I know I can go out there and pass the ball and get my teammates involved. And I had the right coaching staff around me last year that helped me, and they were very approachable. This is why in the portal this time I picked Muss, because just for me, just looking for a coaching staff that's just very approachable and open and honest, that I can come and talk to about anything, and they don't look at me any different.
You've spoken very openly about your mental health challenges, and
Yes.
there's so many people your guys' age who are going through that
Yes, sir.
right now. Why was it important to you to speak as openly as you have?
I would say just because I've seen so many people struggle in life, just I've struggled with just a lot of loss in the past. One of my best friends' mom actually killed herself when I was a freshman in high school. And ever since then, kind of just took mental health a lot serious. And when I was going through that at Loyola, just kind of having those thoughts about just not liking the guy in the mirror, and just not loving that guy in the mirror, just waking up every day not dreading to go to basketball, dreading to go to class. This is not who I am, and I'm a very smiley person, very happy person, and I don't ever want to have those thoughts again, and nor to have those thoughts about anybody can, a lot of athletes might have those thoughts, and I just want to put it out there and be open and be honest. You don't have to be afraid to say that there's something wrong. It's okay to not be okay. So I think that's the best part. And I told Coach Muss about this all the time. Most of the time I'm not okay, but hey, I'm going to give you 110%, and that's all you need. That's what you're going to get out of St. Thomas.
Well, that's really impressive stuff, and congratulations to you on finding that piece and on making it through.
Thank you.
It does kind of speak to some larger issues, which is kind of when you get a team together, right? You have all these disparate personalities, and particularly when you haven't coached any of them before, it's an entirely new group. How do you get to know St. Thomas's story, and how do you get to know Dez's story, and how do you form that group of all these disparate guys with all these different experiences they've been through, and make a team out of it?
Yeah, I think it always starts with communication. It starts with what players you're recruiting, and then does that guy fit you? Can that guy play in your program? Can that guy contribute? Can his role be something that he wants, that he can accept? And then we look at our program like it's a family. It's all of our assistant coaches' jobs to get to know these guys as well as they can. We actually have a sign-up sheet in our office where every player has to come into our office every single day. They sign their name, and they have to go and say hello inside of each coach's office. And then if there's something they want to talk about outside of the floor, that gives us an opportunity where it's not the first time they've come down that hallway. So to have guys come in every day, and it might just be, hey, how's it going? We might want to remind them about a test they have coming up, or about a paper that's due, or just ask them, hey, how's everything going with your girlfriend? How's everything going outside of hoops? So that sign-up sheet's just one small piece to how we want to try to get to know our guys. And once we start going on the road and we start kind of living with each other on the road and eating with each other and traveling, we're going to become even closer than we are right now. But we spend every Friday this year in the off season doing something outside of basketball to try to team bond and get to know each other outside of hoops.
Is that unique to this situation, Eric, the sign-up sheet, the Friday nights or Fridays together? Is that unique to this situation, or is that something you've kind of always done? Because this is unusual. To have that many transfers, to have this many new faces. Yeah,
I think with one returning player and 13 new players, it's certainly unique. In the sign-up sheet, we take it serious. It's not something that, if somebody misses a day, we'll say in front of the whole team, hey, man, we just want to get to know you better. Just come on in. And so for us, yes, it is new. We've done it in the past where they needed to come in twice a week, but we felt with this group we needed to see them every day.
Tell me how this group is coming together. I'm interested from each one of you. What can we expect from USC basketball. I mean, this is what's so weird in this day and age is that you have all these pieces, and we can all read about them and watch videos of these guys playing separately. But what does it look like with this group playing together?
We don't, I hope that we evolve. The thing we've taken the most pride of at Nevada and Arkansas has been that our team has evolved as the season's progressed. And guys' roles on opening night might not even look similar to that towards the end of the year. There might be different starters. There might be somebody that emerges as a third or fourth go-to guy that we had no idea. Nobody's made a late shot clock for us yet. We think we know where the ball is going to go late shot clock. Who's going to come up with all the intangible things. What I will say about this group, they have unbelievable chemistry. They really enjoy being around each other. When I go into the Little Galen, which is where we eat, it's staff members eating with the entire team. I've never been a part of anything like that. Past places, we've had nobody go eat in the main athletic eating area. Here, it's almost every player every day with our entire staff. So that's been super cool. And I will say that this team practices harder than any team I've ever had.
Just a few words from each one of you, echoing what Coach Musselman said. Like, what can we expect? What has happened in these last few months to bring you guys together, and what can we expect USC basketball to look like?
I mean, I would say, going off what you said, our chemistry is a big thing for us. We're getting closer every day that we're with each other, and we're always hanging out on and off the court. I would say the standard for us is to always play hard. That's one thing you're going to get from USC is just play hard, high intensity, high effort. We're always going to have energy. And that, what would you say?
I would say famous word Coach Mush likes to say. I would say you should be expected to see a lot of sewer rats.
Sewer rats.
Sewer rats. Sewer rats.
We're a bunch of sewer rats.
That's a beautiful visual that you created there.
I'm just glad he's echoing my words.
He's listening.
I love it, man. When a player says what a coach says, all right. Yeah. We're on the right path for sure.